This amateur footage, exclusive to CNBC Africa, shows the meeting in the Jeanine township just outside of Cape Town that sparked a rampage against foreigners and foreign-owned businesses. The words of the song send out a clear message to anyone not South African. They chant, "You are not safe. We will get you and kill you. Go home, foreigners. You are dogs." The nighttime mob attacks left 12 people injured. The next day, the aftermath of a night of violence can be seen in Jeanine. Immigrants' shops and houses have been looted, and police keep a wary eye on a tense situation. Not 2 kilometers down the road at the Killarney racetrack, more than 500 immigrants that had to flee the informal settlement by night are trying to piece their lives together. Some of them are still unsure where their loved ones are after fleeing in different directions.
My wife she's pregnant. I don't know where she now, because last night we were just running away.
They go to Somalian shop and they start breaking the door, taking the stuff, they run. Taking the stuff, they run. You see? And they say, tomorrow it's gonna continue.
How many days we're gonna stay like this? What we're gonna eat? After that, we're staying like this, we're gonna be sick. We're gonna be sick, and then after that, we're gonna be died here.
Cape Town Mayor Helen Zille said that humanitarian relief to those affected would continue.
The Joint Operations Centre had many volunteers coming in as we'd planned. There was food, there were sleeping mats, there were blankets, there was childcare facilities, there was medical attention, so it rolled out.
She also said military action might be necessary.
I requested last night that the army should be on standby, because if there is rolling xenophobic violence across the Western Cape, we really have to stop it.
In the absence of the army, police are maintaining a presence in the area. 200 arrests have been made in connection with the violence. I'm Jeanine Cameron for CNBC Africa in Cape Town, South Africa.
International Airport was a safe place. But since then, the Minister of Transport has launched an investigation into airport safety. Why, if all is well, has the Minister even gone so far as to recruit security experts? E-News decided to put the airport security to the test and go undercover. Using spy cameras, we attempted to breach several key points around Johannesburg International. The results were mixed, and tonight we bring you that story.
14 million travelers pass through this airport each year. Major airlines from around the world bring money-spending tourists each day. But can their safety be guaranteed once they touch down? Criminals have moved into the airport. On September the 5th, 4 armed men robbed the Spur restaurant in the domestic terminal. Not 2 weeks later, on the night of September the 16th, 5 robbers armed with AK-47s got onto the tarmac, a highly restricted area. Their target, precious cargo that was being loaded onto a KLM flight to Amsterdam. A shootout between cops and robbers ensued underneath the plane. 3 policemen were seriously wounded. Luckily, no passengers were hit by stray bullets. The crime wave continued. In December, a Nigerian national was allegedly abducted by AXA employees, robbed of $90,000 in cash and dumped in Hillbrow. In January, there was another attempted cargo theft worth 1 million rand. Yet in January, police still insisted the airport was safe.
Johannesburg International Airport is very safe. The security measures that we've put in place ultimately are proving very successful because of the arrests that we've been having. And most of these people get arrested within hours or within a day or two of any sort of activity.
E-News investigated this claim. Security around the runway looks tight, but 1 weak link and you could gain access to an entire airport. We found 2. The fencing is secure all the way up until this corner at the Air Traffic Control Centre. Once on the other side, reaching other secure areas is easy. It could also make smuggling people in and out of the airport possible. And from here we can get to pretty much everywhere.
In this specific instance, a building contractor had stacked pallets in an inappropriate area. It was identified by our security teams and removed.
Next, the cargo zone. Here, a sign warns you of the dangers of an electric fence. Meaningless. No electric current. No one asking us what we were doing. But AXA says we shouldn't have expected to be shocked.
The electric fence is not an electric fence in the sense that people would understand as a suburban home the type of fence you would see around a home. It was installed as an electric fence, but is particularly in use as a fence with an alarm activation system. It has capacity for shock use. However, at this stage it is being used in that capacity for an alarm activation system.
Not entirely convinced, we went to test the fence again. This time to see if the alarm would send out patrols. It's been just over half an hour since I touched the fence, and no patrol has been sent to investigate. The media aren't the only ones concerned about airport security. The Airline Pilots Association have taken their grievances to government. They want an independent probe.
The events of the past years and months have made us concerned. And as such, we have written a letter to the Minister of Transport.
If the pilots are concerned, does that mean the passengers should be?
It's difficult feeling safe when, incidents happened and people, bad things happen. So it's difficult feeling safe. Even though there's security, I think they could maybe jack it up a little bit.
We've been here for a couple hours, and we definitely chose to stay inside and stay with our bags rather than going outside.
E-News actually broke the law in testing airport security and were duly pointed in the direction of the National Key Points Act. The Act says it's illegal to film or reveal any details of a national key point, such as the airport. But the point is this: airport security is not what it could be. Weak points exist in the system. South Africa cannot afford shootouts underneath passenger planes or foreign visitors being kidnapped and mugged upon arrival. If we are to host the 2010 Soccer World Cup, more work needs to be done. Jeanine Cameron, E-News, Johannesburg.